Hey folks, now we're going to get into the fun stuff. What we're going to cover in this section is we're going to understand and utilize adjustable parameters for ChatGPT to understand how to adjust the behavior and customize the behavior of ChatGPT and how we can use this to optimize ChatGPT's performance. And then we're going to use specific use cases in order to apply these parameters. So right now we're going to go over top underscore P and nucleus sampling. So you might be asking yourself, what are these parameters? What are you talking about? So top underscore P and nucleus sampling, these parameters, they control the proportion of the total probability mass used for the generated text, and then a higher value results in more diverse and less repetitive text. So what does all of that mean? In other words, imagine you have a toy box, and inside the toy box, there are different toys like cars, dolls, and blocks. When you want to play with the toy, you reach inside the toy box and pick one. But sometimes you might pick a toy that you don't really want to play with. So top underscore P is like a special lid that you can put on top of the toy box, and it only lets the best toys, the ones you like the most, and etc., to come out of the top to the toy box so you can play with them. So for example, you may have a toy box with 10 toys and you want to play with the cars. You can put the top underscore P lid on the toy box, and only the best cars will come out for you to play with. So essentially, the top underscore P is the parameter that you're going to type within ChatGPT, um, and the toy box is ChatGPT. It's all the information that you're trying to search, and top underscore P helps adjust the parameters so you can search for specific things. And you can adjust through a parameters of 0 to 1. So you'll ask it, and that will depend on the specificity of the information that you want. So today we're going to go with a simple example, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to research squirrels, and we're going to use top underscore P in order to figure that out. And then afterwards, we're going to explain nucleus sampling, and we're going to give an application for that as well. So we're going to ask ChatGPT, hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me some interesting facts about squirrels? The ChatGPT is going to generate some interesting facts. And again, we're doing a research project, so we want to know a little bit more about squirrels. It's going to give us something basic, maybe a list of a couple basic things, but we want to get more niche, and we want to use top underscore P to figure that out. We're going to do that in a second, but we're going to go a little deeper and ask it some more questions. That's cool and all, but can you also tell me some facts about their behavior and habitat? So now it's going to give us a bit of information about that, and that's going to be great. Right now we've got a basic outline for a research about squirrels, but we want to dig a little bit deeper. We want specific information. So I'm going to show you exactly how we can use top underscore P and set a parameter to get that specific information. So we're going to go ahead and type it out while ChatGPT is generating information about behavior and habitats. So thanks, but I'm looking for more specific information. Can you set top underscore P to 0.8 to give me more accurate information? So now we're using top underscore P to get a little bit more niche about our research project for squirrels. And look, ChatGPT is apologizing for confusion. You really get confused with this generative AI because it can act as if it's a human sometimes. So we set it to 0.8, so we're getting really specific information. If we set it lower, it might be less specific. So once again, by setting the top underscore p to 0.8, you're essentially asking the model to consider only the most likely token that have an 80% or higher probability of occurring at that position in the text. When generating the output, this will help to reduce the amount of random and less accurate outputs.